Welcome to this session of the Chopping Block. Welcome. Ben Deaver here with
Dave Geldart,
of course, and today we are with
Chris,
Effie,
and Cade Swanson. Yeah, that's right. And also their dog Bonnie down here. And so, we're bringing to you this chopping block from the Swansons' home. We had a couple of things we wanted to talk with them about and hear from them about. And since we don't preach our sermons in their house, this is naturally on the chopping block because it's not.
Works.
It's not going to make our sermon. So, if you don't mind, Chris and Effie, tell us a little bit about yourselves, what you do in town and your family, just a little bit.
We've been married for going on 12 years. We've been married since 2007. Cade's 3 and has one on the way, and an adoptive sibling on the way.
we have one on the way. Cade doesn't.
Thanks for that clarifier. That's true.
Did I hear you say you have one on the way and you are in the process of adopting?
Yes.
Okay, we'll hear more about that in a little bit. And what do you do in town? And
I am a GIS specialist for a mapping company in Manhattan.
very cool.
It's very fulfilling work.
Tell us exactly what you do.
Yeah.
That would take
seriously, I had a very fulfilling
10
day.
seconds.
I had a fulfilling day. No, this is going to be way longer.
Okay, let's cut it. Let's go ahead and cut that right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're having a little bit too much fun here.
Ask Chris about his mapping.
Please.
Maps and
Adventures.
computers.
Yeah.
About my maps.
Ask me about my day.
Effie, what about yourself?
I work at K-State. I am a grants administrator, so
Sounds exciting.
very exciting. I help faculty members apply for external funding for their research.
Very cool. Great. And they've been part of our launch team at Tallgrass Church from the beginning. Mm-hmm. And word on the street is they are going to be co-leaders of a new life group come fall. Is that correct?
That's what they tell me. Yeah.
I think timeline is still somewhat.
I think we'll be ready for fall.
Yeah,
I think fall's a pretty good time.
Fall, maybe winter.
I think we kind of discussed this summer. A lot of teachers still are going to have a lot of bandwidth during the summer, since they're not having to teach obviously during the summer, and so we had a lot of excitement about continuing on our life group during the summer. And that being said, we have a lot of good outdoor space too. So hopefully, even if it's just kind of a half-hearted attempt at a life group during the summer, like we can still meet and hang out and have fun. So.
All right. And if you're curious what a life group is, you can go listen to Chopping Block session number...
I think it was
3.
Yep, 3.
It was 3, yeah. All right. Okay, so tell us about your house here. So my understanding is you bought this house for a few different reasons, one of them being so you could host something like life group. So can you share a little bit with us about that process?
Yeah, so we bought this house in November. We'd been looking for a really long time, but we were just kind of looking for something that would allow our family to grow a little bit. Our last house was about 900 square feet. We loved it, but it was tiny, and just it was pretty limiting. I don't think we realized how limiting it was until we got out of it, and I was like, oh, I can have mom's group here on 5 minutes notice. That's fine. We have space for it.
We've always really had, I think we've always had a heart for hosting and I don't know, we're definitely initiators, but we've just really never had the facilities for it.
Well, especially our life group has, I was counting yesterday, I think there's probably close to 30 kids if they were all here.
That's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids.
So just having space for kids to be kids and adults to still have adult conversation and still learn and have a good time. It just wasn't going to happen in 900 square feet.
Yeah. So tell us about you. So you've done some remodeling here with that in mind. So how did you factor in hosting when you thought through the remodel?
Yeah. Well, there were no lights in this room as we discussed, so we thought we should probably put some lights in there.
Lights. We need lights if we're going to be the light of the world.
There was a wall just not far behind you blocking off this living room area from the dining room area back there, and another wall over there separating out the kitchen. It was kind of constricting, and so we opened it up and thought about, wait, we're probably going to host. Probably. I don't know that we knew we were going to host life group when we bought the house, but
We
I think
definitely bought it with that in mind.
right. We wanted to be able to at least host and be able to just kind of share that burden. I think so.
Awesome. That's great. Reminds me of archaeological dig. I came across where they had in early house churches, they had actually remodeled their houses to make space for groups of 50 to 70 people. And it's so when I heard the story that you guys are working with, maybe you were talking with Ricky or something about, and he just commented that you were thinking through hosting life group when you were thinking about the remodel. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And setting the example, let's use our square footage for the kingdom, for neighboring. And I love hearing how you guys are trying to do that. And you have space for the kids as well, which is important, as we talked about, knowing what to do with the kids during life group is one of the biggest challenges we face as a church plant.
Oh, yes.
Lots and lots of kids, and so they've got a great setup for that as well.
Good space upstairs.
Yeah. Kate, are you excited to have people over to your house?
Our friends
Just
over
show
tonight. Did you know that?
We're having life group here tonight. Did you know that?
But-
Yeah. He just woke up.
Very good. Yeah.
A little sleepy.
I understand. So I am when I wake up from a nap as well. Cool. Anything else about life group that you want to either ask about or just speak to?
Well, the Swansons and us have been in life group together in the past, and is I don't know how many years ago that Chris first expressed interest to me that he might be interested in helping lead a life group someday. And it's been really cool to see the process that God has taken you guys through to get to this point, and it's really exciting to see that process, and it's what we love to see. We love it.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited for you guys to step into that role. It seems like it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and we love when life groups grow, and then we get to see leaders emerge, and where the timeline, it's like it's a little uncertain, but it just seems right and kind of comes together without having to pull teeth and those types of things. So we're excited about that. Whether it's the summer, the fall, some combination of it, we're excited about it. Well, now we need to hear about. So you're pregnant.
Yes.
And you guys are also in the process of adopting.
Yeah.
So can you share with us a little bit about, I guess there's a couple things going on. First of all, you were pursuing adoption.
Yep.
Got pregnant.
Yep.
Presumably. And you're continuing.
That's what they tell me.
You're continuing the adoption process. That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about your journey, your story with that.
Well, I think, when we made the decision to adopt, we had just suffered 2 back-to-back miscarriages, which was really heartbreaking, but it wasn't the reason that we chose adoption. We had always kind of had a heart for it. I do think God used that to kind of prod Christopher to actually say yes and move forward. But we knew all along, we've never had issues getting pregnant, and so we knew all along that it was possible that another biological kiddo would come along before the adoption happened. And so we got pregnant about 3 months after our home study was done, when we were waiting to be matched, and then we were 18 weeks along when our agency called and asked if we wanted to have our profile shown, and we just said, God, it's your timing, so let's see what happens. And the birth mom selected us. So she is due May 8th, and I am due June 20th. So.
And we met her yesterday for the first time ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Very cool. So you mentioned that Chris had to be prodded along a little bit. So can you share just kind of from your perspective the journey towards adoption and how that came about for you?
Yeah, adoption's just weird, man. I mean, that's, but I think, but seriously, from kind of an outsider's perspective,
Hey, you can come down here. Go upstairs.
I know.
It's hard to be quiet.
You don't want to be punished in front of the entire church.
It's better
Come on.
for real.
And others as well.
And others. Can you believe that? Yeah, I think looking back, and I'm dealing with it now in my family, because I think it's just the environment that I grew up in was a very, adoption is just something really good people do, and I think what really the thought that I've been standing on in adoption is just how blessed Effie and I are with our families. We've never really had to suffer any trauma due to our family. I mean, they're very supportive and loving of us. I mean, they're by no means perfect. No family is, but we've had it so good. We've been so blessed. And so it feels a little selfish to kind of hoard that, but what do you do with that? And I think, I truly believe now, you're called to adopt in that situation. I mean, what a great place to reach into someone else's life who doesn't have that, and to you literally have the power to grant them that at that time. And I think that's where I'm at now is just knowing that, and I really believe that's what God has for us, and that's part of the reason why we're able to do that is we have so much support in our. Obviously, not only our biological families, but I mean, just our church family as well. In Manhattan, the community we live in it's a wonderful place to adopt, and I think there's some places we would probably be judged far more harshly than living in Manhattan. And so I'm grateful to be here, and even if we were judged more harshly, I mean. I don't know. I'm thankful we're here.
Well, and I think important background to that is our agency works with their foster care prevention program, and so they work with moms and kiddos who have suffered trauma in the past, who have gone through some really tough things, and usually the birth mom or the birth family is just kind of realizing that the only safe option for the baby is adoption, and so
Bathroom break.
So that's kind of where we found, like this baby that we're adopting might not have a chance at a healthy family life otherwise, and so we're really grateful to be able to provide that for him.
That's great. What's the agency you're going with?
We're the Kansas Children's Service League. We also were listed with Life Choice Ministries, but we just kind of matched with KCSL first. But they are a foster care agency. They have an infant adoption program, and then they also have a lot of other programs that help moms who maybe can parent, but they just need help with parenting skills or assistance financially, things like that. So they do kind of.
I really hope that makes it in.
Oh, it's totally going to be good.
Yeah, it's a good microphone. We can capture that.
Real life. That's great.
That's great.
Potty training.
It's wonderful. Parenting
Potty
success.
trained.
That's right.
Parenting success brought to you live.
That's
Chopping block.
Via the chopping
Yeah.
block.
Well, great. We're very proud of you guys for leading the charge with adoption and your courage in the journey you're on and your process with this house, this home, and we're excited to see it be used for the kingdom of God and be a place for people to grow and learn and develop relationships. Are there other questions that you have, Dave, or things that are still on the tip of your tongue?
I don't have any questions. I think we're just excited to highlight folks like you guys who have stories where you're working through the mess of real life and you're engaging with potty training, you're engaging with life group, you're engaging with ministry and adoption, and life is real and things are not easy. Adoption's not overly glamorous either.
Yeah.
So there's a cost there. So we're excited to partner with you guys as a church.
Yeah. Well, and we thank you all and we love you all.
We're very thankful to have a supportive community. A lot of people think we're a little crazy with the timeline, or we've got a lot of loving concern from friends and family. But we just kind of decided that we didn't get to control the timeline of any of this, and so God knows what He's doing, and we're just praying for the peace and the resources and the energy and everything we need to parent all of our children well.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, there you have it, in the home of Chris and Effie Swanson with Cade. Cade, do you have anything you want to say?
Hey, look at the camera and tell everyone.
I don't think he's in there. Grab him.
You got to come sit with
Come
Daddy.
here. Come here. Tell everyone hi.
Just say hi over there to that camera.
Is it that?
The far one.
Oh, I've been looking at the wrong
Oh
one.
man, it's gonna be terrible.
I've been looking at the far one.
Oh good.
Yeah. I'll look good. Yeah.
You can just wave and say hi.
Hey,
It's hard to understand.
Bonnie, thanks for joining us. I hope you catch a little mess in the background on top of the...
Actually, it's out of the frame.
Oh, okay.
Effie was worried about it, so it's out of the frame.
Thanks for tuning in to this session of the chopping block. As always, go to tallgrass.church for more resources. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're still at 7 subscribers. Like our Facebook page. We are little by little using that. And come see us some Sunday evening at 5 o'clock at College Heights Baptist Church. That's where we meet. And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Over and out.
Later. Great.
Ready for the Swanson home tour.
All right. They were rolling.
Swanson home tour.
This is a big deal though, because in our previous house, our table could only seat 4 people. So when we wanted to host suppers of 6, we only had 4 chairs and we never could.
That is
So
important.
this table can seat more than 4 people.
Suppers of 6. That's a good, cool concept.
Sweet.
Maybe we'll talk more about that in the future chopping block.
Yeah.
The kitchen,
We
we
need
really
to
changed a lot
start
here.
doing those.
But it's
Our life
important.
group.
But it's important. We got this nice oven
We actually
off our home warranty. Home warranty updated
You were
our
so glad
oven
that
for
the
us.
other one
I was
broke.
so
Side
glad that warranty.
This is where life group meeting can happen.
This is where a wall was removed.
Yes.
2 walls were removed.
The big beam.
And another one over there and over there.
Construction. Yes.
Great.
Little ambiance now, fireplace.
Now show us where the kids will go.
Fireplace with no mantle.
Oh, that's fine.
There's bedrooms down there and
Uh-huh.
a bathroom that's
Important.
Yeah, that's the bath. That's the toilet Kate flushed.
Uh-huh. And this is where the kids will be during life group, is that right?
Yep.
Maybe secondary meeting spot?
Kids space. Yeah, when we have the guys group has met up here a few times when the
Yeah, that'd be
healing shop
perfect.
wasn't working.
Perfect. All right, what's next? Show me something awesome.
Something awesome. I'm about out of. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you've pretty much seen the
Andrew
house.
Shields taxidermy and the.
That's
house
actually-
case,
yeah,
if
that's
you
a
wanna
great-
see
Okay,
that.
let's do that.
Wait, we have yeah.
So the house is on the
grass.
market.
I'm gonna follow you
if
into the
anyone's
dark.
looking in
Okay.
Ogden.
I don't know where I'm going. What's happening?
Come on. Don't be afraid.
I am afraid.
This is where things get odd.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, I think that this is. Now tell me what I'm seeing here.
This is Buck.
And tell me about Buck.
Well, once upon a time, there was a man named Andrew Shields,
Tell us.
and he wanted to sell his house. But his real estate agent said no dead animals in the house. And so he brought them here to live with us.
There's so much happening right there. With the petting. I think I need to go now.
All right. Hey, we've really gotten the house tour on this one.
Yes, we are in the middle of Kansas.
Perfect. Should we see outside? Yes, I like that. Glad we got that on the video. Area for future usage. All right, we're going out. Things are getting real.
You can see all my trees that are going to come down. I've marked the X so we can have a little backyard.
Hey, lots of land. I like that.
The tree that's burned up back there. We've actually had a few guys get together where we've had bonfires. Been a pretty good time.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. Aha!
So this is the facility.
Oh yeah. Tell us more. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your auto care vision.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I've always kind of had a heart for that. It's always been an easy thing to bless people with.
Can you tell us what is an easy thing?
Well, just being able to, I don't know, jump a battery or diagnose something simple that they can go fix rather than, paying someone else a lot of money to do
Helping people with their vehicles.
it. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Auto care.
Yeah.
So that was another reason that we were like, yes, or I was. And let's be honest, this is just a great man cave. But definitely have some facilities to do some work in here, and it's heated, so
Yes,
that's
it is
nice.
I bet Cade likes it too.
Yeah, so that's one thing that's a huge benefit is he's an outdoorsy kid and likes playing out in his dirt. So I put sand in his water table so he can come out here and play.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, shall we go see the front of the house?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, one last question. Did the hat come with the house?
No, and I've had it.